As we come on air this afternoon, police are still working a hostage situation at a place of worship in North Texas. Take a look at this map right now. It's happening right now at the Congregation Beth Israel on Pleasant Run Road in Colleyville. Our colleague Alex Rozier has been in that area all afternoon. Alex, you've been moved several times as you're watching this unfold. What's the latest out there right now?
Yeah, it just remains a very concerning situation, and I'll be very frank with our viewers. There's very few details that we have confirmed, and as you may expect with a hostage situation, law enforcement is playing their cards close to their vest, and they're not telling us a whole lot as they work to safely resolve this. What I know for sure is that everyone from the Colleyville Police Department all the way up to the FBI is on scene and assisting with this effort. We are about 3/10 of a mile away at Good Shepherd Catholic Church. The Congregation Beth Israel is right behind us, but law enforcement, for our safety and everyone else's safety, they are keeping us at a distance away. What we can tell you is that we are at a reported hostage situation. We don't know how many people are inside right now. We just know that law enforcement is negotiating with this individual, hoping to bring this to a safe resolution. I can tell you within the hour, I had the chance to speak with a man who is a member of the Jewish community, and he is here and he is hoping for the very best. He said he's deeply concerned as he does know some members of this congregation. So we are going to continue to stay on scene here on this very cold afternoon and just hope for a positive outcome to a very scary situation in Colleyville. Demond.
So many people are looking at this right now, from people here in locally, statewide, and also nationally. Eyes are on this, Tashara. You know, as Alex mentioned, a massive police presence we know in that particular area, Tashara. Folks have been asked to leave their homes and avoid that area as this investigation unfolds. I know you've been monitoring comments and reaction on social media, and they are in abundance.
Yeah, and a lot of folks are weighing in, as you just heard Damon mention there. City, state, and national leaders weighing in. Mayor Eric Johnson tweeted early on today, praying for our neighbors and law enforcement officers in Colleyville. Representative Colin Allred praying for the congregants in Colleyville. No one should have to fear something like this may happen in their place of worship. Representative Mark Vesey also weighing in. He says, I am closely monitoring the unfolding hostage situation at Congregation Beth Israel in Colleyville. I know the rabbi and his wife Adina very well. I'm praying for his safety and his congregants and hope that this situation is resolved soon. Again, lots of comments coming in on Twitter, folks kind of just sending their well wishes and just sending their prayers and strength to Colleyville as another Texas community. Beto O'Rourke here saying, as another Texas community is tragically targeted. So again, we've been watching social media, and I'll continue to share those comments throughout our show, Demai.
Yeah, and you know, Tashara, as you mentioned, so many people mentioning praying, sending prayers in right now, and a lot of people from the Jewish community have been speaking out about this as well. They're keeping their eyes on this because this incident happened during a regular Saturday service, and we know that you know, from reports that part of that service was streamed at some point today. So a lot of members in the Jewish community have been waiting and watching this unfold. Our producers tell us that there is an advocate from the Jewish community on Zoom for us to, will be joining us in a little bit. So we'll get some perspective there. You know, Adriana de Alba, one of our colleagues who's been out in that area, has also been trying to get some updates for us. Adriana, what can you tell us? Any new information? We know that this is an evolving situation, but information right now is slow to get.
That's right, Damon, and you know, we're just kind of hanging tight and trying to learn more about that investigation as it unfolds right before our eyes. We, you know, it's Saturday. People go to this place for worship, to seek peace. Now you're in this situation where it's kind of moment by moment, and we're bracing for, you know, whatever's to come. We're hoping this is an okay outcome, that everybody is safe. But right now we're, you know, just to kind of let you know where we're at, we're down the road from that synagogue. We are in an area where we're being kept safe and at a distance. This is a big neighborhood with houses surrounding that synagogue, and police tell us right now they're conducting SWAT operations. This is a hostage situation that's unfolding at the Congregation Beth Israel. Now at this point we can't tell you or don't know how many people are being held hostage. The good news right now is Colleyville Police have confirmed to us that nobody has been injured, no one is harmed at this point, but we know that the suspect, whoever is in there, is still in that building and hasn't been able to come out. And we can't confirm how many people are inside, but we know the FBI is here helping. There's a very large police presence. Any moment now, we're hoping to learn some more details about what exactly is happening. But at this point, there are some negotiations taking place. We don't know too many details about that. We know there was a live stream happening during that service where some things were said back and forth. We're still trying to figure out the details of that, and really there isn't much we could share or can say because we're still trying to piece together what happened, and we really don't want to jeopardize anything that's happening with this very serious investigation that's unfolding. But that's the latest from here. We're kind of monitoring this minute by minute, and of course we'll bring you any updates as we learn them.
Yeah, Adriana, you stay safe out there, and we know that whatever late information comes in, you'll definitely report back to us. Tashara, I can tell you that I'm also seeing social media reaction from local faith leaders as well who are chiming in about this. Many of them, in addition to politicians, say that they know the rabbi of that synagogue there and his family, and also some of those congregants. So they're definitely praying for them and concerned about everyone's safety right now.
And I know we heard early on, Damon, for those of folks who are just joining us, a White House official confirming that the White House is also closely monitoring this hostage situation in Texas and is referring any questions, of course, to the FBI and law enforcement. So again, the breaking news situation, we only have so many details. We're sharing with you the information that we have confirmed, the information that we know. The situation is going to continue to unfold. We're posting that information on WFAA.com, all of the information that we're privy to at this hour. Just to recap exactly what's going on with this situation. It's been called a hostage situation at Congregation Beth Israel. This is on the 6100 block of Pleasant Run near Tinker Road and Highway 26. If you are familiar with that area, police telling everyone to avoid being in that area. Even some of the folks who live nearby were told to evacuate. This happened just after 11:30 this morning. We've been monitoring it ever since when Colleyville Police tweeted out SWAT operations were taking place. So again, an ongoing situation, an evolving situation. Lots of folks weighing in on social media, just sending their prayers, hoping that we have a good outcome. Damon.
And Tashara, you know, as this situation evolves, information is changing by the minute. We just checked Mayor Eric Johnson's social media page, and he's tweeting this. As a precaution, Dallas PD is deploying additional patrols to Dallas synagogues and other sites. He says police are working with the Jewish Federation and our local, state, and federal partners to monitor any concerns or threats based on the situation in Colleyville. You know, it's pretty significant that the mayor of the city of Dallas is tweeting that, and we can only imagine or wait to see if any other communities will be following as Dallas PD is doing right now. Again, Mayor Johnson is saying that DPD is deploying additional resources and patrols to Dallas area synagogues and other sites and working with the Jewish Federation and our local, state, and federal partners. You know, Tashara, this only details how significant an investigation like this is in such sensitive times.
Yeah, and you heard Adriana Diablo mention, maybe not in this hit, but in one of those previous hits that we had earlier, this is a densely populated area, lots of homes and houses in this area surrounding that synagogue. Our crew has been moved a couple of times for their safety, so they are in a safe location, being kept at a distance. Again, this is a hostage situation. This is in Colleyville. So far, we're hearing no injuries have been reported. Also, no one has come out since we have been monitoring this situation, Damon.
Yeah, you know, Tashara, just to put it into perspective, as journalists, we've seen situations like this play out before, and you can only imagine that law enforcement is very intentional and calculated on what information they're putting out so early in the investigation to the public, partly because we understand that there's some negotiations and conversations are still happening with individuals inside that building. You know, it's pretty interesting. This has been going on for about several hours now, and no idea when this may end. People are just waiting patiently to see how this unfolds. And you can see through social media and out in the public, prayers are going into everyone involved, law enforcement and those congregants at that particular synagogue right now.